Hey guys, so what we're gonna do now is do a VoD review here with Quinn. This is gonna be an Amplified Slayer. If you've seen the VoD reviews we've done before in the past, which is only one, it was also with Quinn. What was that, Heretic Flag? I think it was, and we just talk about kind of like, you know, everyone has different play styles. It's not completely right or wrong. I will tell you what I think, given the situation, what I would have done, which is generally a good idea, you know, although it's always good to be versatile on whether or not you're being like objective-minded or slaying or supporting cross-map kind of thing, where you should stand, things like that. So we're going to go into an Amplified Slayer here and take a look what happens. Honestly, I don't even know who wins this game. I don't know the final score, but we're going to see kind of just what could have gone differently.
I think I've been trying to like pick better fights and not be as aggressive. And I think it might have lost us this game because of it.
Double kill.
A little early double here. Alright, so double kill. Start the game, you know. The beginning's always kind of a toss-up because there is no perfect or right answers. But it looks like his teammates push out. So it was a 3-for-1 trade. So you've got pretty great positioning as one guy pushed all the way over to the base, and you're gold 1. So everything looks fine here. You know, generally on Amplified as well. You know, one thing you just want to keep in your mind is that you need to have top control, right? So there's top and bottom control. Top control consists of gold 2 and 3, top middle, fins, and whatever this is called here. I don't remember if we even had a name for it, but you know, top of the base, or even on like P3. Now, having top control, ultimately, like you're a lot of times exposed, so you will have to drop down, hide, get angles, and then you always have to be focusing on, especially a map like Amplified, it's all about spawns. Where are they going to spawn here and collapsing on them? So you can't necessarily, you got to have at least 2, preferably 3 and even 4 people sometimes, you know, collapsing, because you really need to be able to clear out that base. Now, keep in mind, since this is an online game, you need to know, am I even hitting shots across map? Because if you're not hitting shots across map, you probably need to get into closer battles, and you can do that through, you know, playing either gold 3, top mid, or P3, because you're just getting closer as opposed to shooting from fin to fin, right? Completely across the map. So with those things being said, can you save films in MCC? Honestly, Amic, I would think so. I don't even know though. What's up, Dreamer? How's it going, everybody? One's on Heretic. One's are Hectic, excuse me, on Amp. Yeah, absolutely.
You have to put them in a separate file.
Well, gotcha. So yeah, I mean, definitely spawns can be super chaotic, but there is some, you know, rhyme or reason behind the chaos that you can somewhat predict. Not 100%, but somewhat predict. Okay. So, you know, obviously, like I was talking about, top control and collapses. So right now, this would be the collapse. You've got a numbers advantage, and you've got people weak. You've got a guy behind them. You know, you want to be drawing attention to yourself so that they're not killing your teammate, right? So, things like that. Oh, it's good. Teammate dies, but 3 dead. That was 4 dead. So now, that was momentarily, well, there's never more than 3 dead, but what I mean, though, is Beastly or Tusek, he was dead and just spawned up. So, with that being said, you know, you pretty much know he's not going to be at blue. That teammate here, I'd immediately be thinking red with a small chance at gold. Now, sure enough, look, here he is, red, last guy alive. Now, what do you want to do here?
Now get position.
Top control, yeah. So, if I'm ever in this position here, and, you know, I know they're spawning at blue, I'm probably going to try to jump on, like, this little A fence, get on the streets, get the fins. But what do I know in this situation? I know that they're not spawning at blue because they do not just spawn right exactly where they all died. So let's go ahead and take a look. Well, what I would do in this situation, immediately, because of what I know from this point, because I don't know what happens next, is I'm going P2, probably to either this thing or to P3. Right? Maybe even if depending on the action, I'll push all the way over into a red P corner. Boom, 2 dead. You got eyes on 1. You know all 3. You got all 3 of them. That guy's not even there, so you know where the last 2 guys are right now, right? Good shit. There you go. Get 1. Teammates pushing. Really work with him. much though. You get that kill. Where does this guy get you from? Comes out from below the base. Okay, so watch this again. So you get that guy. You know they're gold. So probably what I would have done here right away is from this angle, jump up to this street, right? Because honestly, P2 is probably the worst place you can be on the entire map, right? So you don't want to set up too much attention here. Now, if you are P2, you feel free to play like this angle, right? You know, this is definitely an underutilized angle for a lot of people. I love this location here because it's not the easiest to nade. You have so much protection and move around. It's like a Finn, but even more guarded or covered. So like, in this situation, I'm probably not going there unless I'm going to this side, right? Which is not a bad angle to play. But you want to have a teammate that can like lock down P. So your teammate's here, you're P2. I'm definitely, if I'm not going top center, I think my first instinct would be jump up and use this angle. This position is like where you like to play P from. And the reason here is you can get just like jump on these boxes. You have that extra protection here, and this is ironically kind of hard to nade for a lot of people just because of all these different angles. And then, you know, talking about fin control, you can get back up to the fin really easily. I think you can actually jump up here from there. That's what I'm thinking here. So what happens, you know, you push, you get that kill. In this situation, I'm probably putting my head down and running to the corner as well. Now, a lot of times I'm going for clips or kills, so nothing wrong with here. You ultimately get killed from behind anyway. The only other thing you could have done was, like, you know, put 2 shots on him and go under the base, right? There's nothing wrong with putting shots on people and backing down, especially if your location is already revealed, you know? The idea here is you're just buying time, being a distraction, getting the enemy team weak. Yeah, spawn up, so, you know, obviously communication is a huge part of 4v4, and you don't always have that in Team Hardcore. And you don't always have that, so you kind of have to be a guessing game at a lot of times, or... Yep, that's good. Nothing wrong there. Uh-oh. You know, super unfortunate. Oh, okay, he does ultimately end up dying, but, yeah, good. Yeah, this is pretty much the same way I'm playing it. You're looking around. Oh, great prediction. Players. Nice, good back and forth action. I like how you're playing to kill both of them and not just one. Oh, and then death. Okay, so a couple things here then, right? So, great prediction. I honestly didn't even think they would spawn there. I'm definitely thinking more towards like gold or something, right? So, what I'm doing here though is, once that's kind of all cleared out, the first thing I would be doing is kind of jumping backwards here, right? I'd jump up here and I'd be going Finn. That's my first reaction. Just to get top control, right? So you end up getting those shots there. Yeah, I mean, the idea here is you probably want to switch back to the other guy on the bait and switch a little bit faster, so you get a shot on that guy, but your second shot, you would have gone back after that nade. Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of an unfortunate situation. That could have just as easily gone and been a double kill as it is over, you know, a 0 kill situation. You know, obviously, when you die in situations like this, you definitely want to think like, oh, what could I have done better in that situation here? What should I have done coming off spawn? You know, you can't really fault too many people for what they do off spawn. You don't have a lot of time to think or react. So, you know, you're looking, trying to get an idea. You don't have comms. So, like, even though you just die, you know, nothing really wrong there. It happens. Part of the game. I like this play. Don't be afraid to go top center. Don't be afraid, especially if you have map control. You know, they're not always looking. It's the double, keeps pushing in. I like it. I would be backing down and reloading already. Pretty good play, but me personally, this does get me killed at times, but like as I'm going into this fight, you get the double kill here. I would have probably already reloaded, but since you didn't, once I get that shot, you know, you just need to maybe be a little bit more aware of your ammo, right? Like, once I know I have one shot here, like, there's a better chance of this guy popping out and shitting on me rather than me actually getting the kill here. So I'm backing down, either flank in front of the base or flanking up faster.
Right.
Just getting that reload, because if you reload and jump top of the... And again, I play the top of this almost more than I play than inside of it, right? I'm just always going on top of it. You know, especially if they're down low, like the fear here, the fear as I come around this corner when I know they're below me, is they pop out and jump up at the exact same time as I walk by and I get back smacked, right? So if you're playing the top of it, just less chance of dying, honestly. You know, and that's something to keep in mind, is that goes for a lot of people. So nading the tops of these when you're stuck in the corner is also really important, because people will go there, and if the nade's good enough, you can actually hit them when they're under it anyway.
Well, it goes through the top.
Because, like, even right here, I would have just never dropped, I guess. I'm going right back to Finn, right? I'm Finn. The other reason playing Finns and top is so important is the less likelihood of getting naded, right? It is hard to nade up there, but when you're at a corner like this, the chances of something coming around a corner into a grenade are just super high. Now, luckily, that's not the case in this game necessarily as much, but... yeah, those are good shots there. You got the other guy weak. Go. Yeah, I guess you know, one thing to do is just back in mind with that top control, right? Like, if I go back to this situation here, I'm thinking, okay, we got a 3v2. Pretty sure, yeah, you got two teammates with you, so 3v2 in this base. Now, you go under and get the kill. Nothing wrong with that, for sure. You know, obviously it works out too. But then, like, right here, I'm probably going top of the base again. Either top of the base here, or even through the front, going out front. Because, like, the worst place you can be is, like, right here, right? Right here and right here are, like, the worst places, because you have no escape from grenades. Now when you're here, you can, you know, you have just so many escape routes, so much cover. I hate getting stuck in these tunnels, right? Like, that nade comes in from behind you, you're stuck moving forward, and now it's too late to even go backwards and escape, right? Now, if you and your teammate were both top of the base, one, that grenade doesn't hit you. Two, you guys probably get a double, so this isn't even just on you, right? Like, if you and your teammate had gone top of the base, you know, it's all of a sudden just looking different. And not only that, but like honestly, like, how the hell do you guys both die under here, right? Like, what even happens? They're like all dead. Let me go to your teammate's screen here. So it looks like they all spawn gold, and that's you. Oh, your teammate's already dead. Okay. Your teammate is this guy. Cool. See, that's 2 dead. He's no shields. Get that kid. Okay. Oh. Yeah, actually, you can't even prove my point any more than I wanted to. The teammate literally runs in and dies to that grenade that I talk about. It's so easy to nade in there. I hate getting stuck in there, you know? Had your teammate just not gone there, he jumps top of the base. Like, you guys are double teaming this guy. You probably won the fight, you know?
Truth.
You know, I didn't even know what happens, and it's like exactly what I had just talked about, you know? Nice shots, but nothing really wrong there. Top of the base. Nice, I like the ballsy jump out, I like it. So this is like, so like what I meant is you gotta always keep in the back of your mind spawns when you're playing these games, right? So I like this play. 2 of your teammates die. You know, you're stuck P2. Like I said, you hate being P2. You got to get out of there. But this is a ballsy play, right? You can't be more exposed than you are right here. Literally the most exposed place on the map. They should ultimately melt you, but you know, you don't get too melted there. So like, I would probably be like sitting right here. Because this is what I'm thinking. Like, the reason collapsing on Amplified is so important is because what? Spawns. What do I mean by spawns? They're gonna spawn directly behind you, right? Like, it is literally going to happen. You know, as you kill them and they come up spawn, they're not gonna spawn right next to their teammate where they just died. They're gonna spawn opposite the map or in an uninhibited part of the map somewhere that is open. So you're right here, no health. You got 2 dead. You got to be thinking in your mind, like, get to cover or get to, you know, like, finish the collapse. Now, you got your teammates are red, pink. I'm not sure if you know that at the time. Right here, I'm probably going bottom mid, right? Now, you don't have a lot of options, but you want to go to bottom mid and ultimately clear them out of blue because that's where the focus has been going. And there ultimately isn't anyone in red yet, so you can't just be thinking, like, okay, I'm going to push out a red, let them spawn, and then come right back. No, you guys are focusing on killing the guys here, blue, pink. So where you are is, though, you're just, like, way too exposed. You gotta hug these walls and play your cover, right? This is the part of the map where you're not exposed from red 2, but this is the part of the map that you are.
Yeah, I was feeling myself.
So you need to be like, you know, there are the amount of times I'm those shields right here, I'll peek out the base. They may be blue 2. I'll put a shot down. He starts to look at me. Boom, I'm gone, right? Now you're safe. He can't even nade you here, right? And then boom, I'm right back with another shot, you know? So you're just way too exposed. Come on up, you gotta fight with this guy. I think there was a guy on your screen right there, but... yeah, you don't end up seeing him, but he's there. Ultimately here in this situation, though, I'm still trying to play top of that box and play top. Just working, yeah, you want to dodge grenades. So... you know, also even on your... once you get this kill, you see him gold, you can play different angles. I probably would have pulled back, play red. I probably would have died anyway, but let's say so you're here. Honestly, I'm putting my head down, I think. And I'm running here. And where I'd probably try to go is like jump up onto this plat and jump up into this box. Like I said, like you should have some places on the map. I mean, you're probably gonna die anyway, but like honestly, like, try playing these areas, you know, and fins more. And you got to be comfortable jumping up on the fins. Like, as easy as it is a struggle. And then while you're up here, you got to know this lip can make it challenging at times. So you got to know where to crouch and how to kind of like peek shoot, because getting caught on these lips can mess you up, cause you to slip up. When I get the P2 here, also, you know. Nothing wrong with going P2. You know, a lot of this depends on where the grenades are. But I'm trying to put my head down, and I'm trying to crouch behind this wall, right? Just buy more time. You know, nothing irks me more than the people who are like, oh, I'm going to die here, so I'm just going to stop moving and let him get 4 easy headshots. I'm like, yeah, dude, let him get 4 easy headshots so that he, AKA, has more time to fight me. He has more ammo in his gun so that he doesn't have to reload. And, you know, ultimately... his teammates may come and help him now because he just killed you so quickly, somebody else is changing direction. You know, there's like so much rhyme and reason behind buying time, staying alive, and that's why you hear teams call all the time, stay alive, stay alive, stay alive. Because nobody wants to come up spawn, the first guy live, with 4 people looking at him. That is the fucking worst. That is worse. And if you're that guy and your teammate just like sat in the open and did nothing, what? So then I sit in the open and do nothing, and then the next guy sits in the open and does nothing, and then we all, this is it. I was like, I'm putting my head down, I'm squirming around, I'm full body strafing in my chair to just buy an extra second that my teammate can have an advantage going into his next fight. All right. So it's a 35-35 game. Doesn't matter.
Now I realized I thought I was getting shot from a different person.
Different angle. That happens. Alright, so let's move in here. 35-35, like I said, doesn't matter what happened up to this point in the game. Now it's all focused on closing it out. It's back and forth. There's a guy P2, I just saw him on your screen too, but like this is one of the angles where, you know, I don't know if you have any. That guy's alive. Okay. Wait, see what's up here. It's a 3v3. Yeah, I like this. You didn't see the guy P2, it sucks, but push it forward. Get one. Nice shots. I think you tried to jump goal 2 and maybe just missed it, or maybe back down. He looks like he missed some shots that you can't necessarily predict. So this is one thing that you should be thinking about when you're using cover. So I like how you went box here. And this goes for everyone too, right? So you die there, you come off spawn. I'm pushing over here to the box. I see that guy P2. I see another guy P1, right? You want to fight this guy P1, but like where you want to fight him? You want to fight him from right here. Right? I'm immediately dropping down and trying to fight a different angle. Right? Because you're just so exposed, right? Like this part is a great place to be, except for when they're all here. And the reason is like, boom, you put your head down, you get into this corner, you either hide in the box or the other great angle, like I said, you put your head down, run up into this corner. Oops, right here. Into this corner. You would be surprised at how many people suck at doing this P2 jump up here. How many people will just jump out and throw a grenade and actually miss you, and now all of a sudden you're like staying alive, doing wonders in that location. So like right now, this spot is great when they're not all having an angle on you, but right now this is the last place you want to be. As you can see, you're about to get lit up. So I mean, you do a pretty good job at staying alive, but yeah, normally I'm just trying to play. Instead of playing top of the base, I'm playing the street, right? So, like, I'm playing from here with Finn up to, like, honestly, all the way up to, like, P3 Street when I'm in this corner. Those are the angles you want to be at. Unless you have to drop down, stay alive, run, that kind of thing. So, 41 all. Yeah, I mean, not much you can do there. I'm definitely trying to run away a little bit faster, right? Yeah. Yeah. You kind of just like, so this looks like a situation where you just kind of want to help out too much. Like, I'm definitely putting shots on this guy, but like, right now, I'm probably moving car and I'm going to play the Finn again. I'm just getting right here. I'm using this angle because you want to help out, but yeah, so you didn't see the guy gold 2 or below the base. So like, you're right here, just shot there. Yeah, you're just gonna get caught with your pants down a little bit. But if you go gold Finn, it might help you out a little bit.
No idea what to do right there.
Yeah, when in doubt, yeah, go Finn, I guess. You know, you obviously won't be able to get up here if you're the last guy live and they're all shooting. But like, if you're not the last guy live and they are, like, go Finn. Dead. Oh my god, so you guys are down by a lot. So 48-44, this is not a good spot to be in. Normally, when I'm gold side, you know, I talked about how I like to play from P. When I'm gold, you know, you definitely are going to try to play the this, like, what is this? What do we call it? The wall? Like, you know, red carbine wall or pocket or whatever. But you know, this angle here with these plasmas, this is a great spot. This is where you jump up to gold 3 from ultimately if you need to. You do have a teammate behind you, so yeah, I have no problem with you going bottom mid here either. You're definitely going to want to probably, you know, play the couch as often as you can, just because it does have that.
And I wasn't sure what to do.
Yeah, I mean, you're fine here, like nothing wrong with here. I'm just saying, like, yeah, you definitely want to play a little bit here on the carbine or not the carbine, the couch, just because, you know, like I talked about those angles and how exposed you are. You know, you definitely come away with a huge win right here. So you help out your teammate, and then you completely own this guy, right? You get a little bit of help. That's 2 dead, 3 dead, yeah. 3 dead, I'm waiting for my shields. I'm trying to get up top though as fast as I can, right? So yeah, get up top. Oh, and you guys end up losing. So, I mean, nothing really you can do at the end there. It's a little too late, but nice little comeback push. Like, yeah, both these guys, like, you know, this is a perfect example, right? Like, you guys are coming back. You need 2 kills, chance to win. Guy spawns top of the base. He just starts nading this bounce. You know, this part of the wall, and he gets both your teammates weak. And why? Because, like, what are they doing, dude? Like, nobody goes up here on the fence. Nobody's pushing over into the corner. You know, this guy should have been the one that got hit by the nade a little bit from, like, playing right here. And then this guy should not be, like, doing whatever he's doing. He should be... You need a guy forward and you need a guy back so that they're not getting hit by the same grenades. This guy should have been right back here. The nade should have done nothing to him. He should be taken to no shields, but he should be running away this direction. And, like, this teammate should be keeping him alive here, gold side. And then once all the commotion starts, you know, this guy's pushing up to help. And then if I'm you, I'm probably going top of the fin again right now. Just getting shots down. Trying to help.
Yeah.
Because you had 3 dead when one guy just spawned.
I think that's where I was.
In my head, you know, I want to get that. I want to get one shot on that guy, and had, you know, you got up, gotten a shot on him, had your teammates not, you know, suicided out, and just like played it slower. You know, this could have ended differently. Key takeaways: play top of the maps. Play, like, you know, if you're playing the corner of the maps, know where your protection is. Know where there's cover. Know where you can avoid getting hit by grenades at a higher degree. Try those things, and that'll help you out a lot, for sure.